Hi guys, welcome to today's video with Manifest with Martin. What I want to talk about today is clarity. Because you see, a lot of people are not able to manifest what they want because in reality they don't know what they want. And I know that sounds strange because somebody might say, well, I want to win the lottery. Okay, everybody wants to win the lottery. But really, winning the lottery is winning an amount of money, and people don't desire money, they desire what money can do for them. So you have to go deeper and ask questions and say, well, why do I want to win the lottery? What am I going to do with that money? What's different about my life now between now and me winning the lottery? What is the main difference? What can I do for myself, or what can I do for my loved ones? And it could be something like buying a house for a member of your family, or buying a beautiful house for yourself where you can invite all your family members to, your friends. But you'd have to go specific. And when I say specific, I mean it's not just a house that you want. You have to see that house, visualize that house in detail. Walk in the front door. What is the flooring like? The staircase, does it have 2 floors? Is it a bungalow? Is it a modern house? Is it old style? All of these things, you have to work it out in your head. First, with your imagination, what exactly you want. So, it's not just a question of winning money and knowing what to do with the money. It's also a question of, it's not just winning the money. It's a question of what are you going to do with that money? What change will that bring to your life? And look at it, imagine it in detail, because everything has to be seen first in your imagination before it can become the physical 3D. And, people make the mistake of thinking they can interfere with the 3D in order to bring the outcome that they want. Let's say, for example, wanting to win the lottery, buy 10, 20, 30 tickets just to give them more of a chance of winning. No, that's nonsense, because you only need 1 ticket to win the lottery. Because if that's your, living from the end, and that's your manifestation goal, the principal goal, winning the lottery, then, it's not a question of interfering and buying lots of tickets, because that's not going to change the outcome. That is manipulating and messing with the 3D. One of the biggest mistakes people make. So, anyway, back to where we were about being very, very specific. When you're very, very specific with your manifestation goal, it's so much easier to attain the end result, because you can live from the end with a very specific view of where the end is. So let's say, go back to the house. You want the house, the 2-story house, the modern house, all light grey walls, modern, technology in the house, an 80-inch widescreen TV, whatever, all these things that you're seeing in the house. Living from the end means that you imagine yourself in that house and being in a situation where you have a home like this and in the location where you want the home. And keep repeating that on a daily basis, morning, evening, before you go to bed, first thing in the morning. Keep repeating it and repeating it over and over again until it becomes real in your mind. As Neville Goddard would say, visualize it until it hardens into fact. Dream it into reality. Even though reality, in a way, is an illusion, because the reality is the imagination. The 3D is just the shadow, the mirroring of your imagination. So really, you create your life in here, and then whatever externalizes into the outside world, that's actually the illusion. The control that you have over your life is here. That's where you control everything. In the darkness of the mind, you control your life. So be specific. So many people who try to manifest aren't specific, and they can't understand why they don't get what they want. It's because they don't know what they want. And yes, maybe they do know what they want, but they've never spent the time to sit down and analyze what they want. And the best way to do that is ask yourself questions. Like say, okay, you want to win the lottery. Why do you want to win the lottery? What are you going to do with the money? You know, where do you see yourself as a person who wins the lottery? How do you see yourself, sorry? What kind of person would you be when you've won the lottery? You know, it's what's the first thing you're going to buy with the money that you win when you win the lottery? And that will give you a key as to maybe it's not the lottery what you want, but what you want to buy with the money when you win the lottery. So it's really it's not difficult to know what you want if you ask the right questions, probing and going deeper and deeper into your mind, understanding what you really, really want. Once you get that, then you can start living from the end, and you can start to imagine yourself in that end game. And the end game is where you want to be when you've manifested your goal. That's the end game. When you're in the end game, you should feel happy. You should feel satisfied. That feeling you should have of joy, and you want to live in that feeling and go to sleep with that feeling, because it will just, how would you say, it will grow through the night, and your subconscious mind will find ways how to achieve it. It will lead you in the correct direction. It will bring you to the right people. It will give you ideas, intuition. All of these things will come to you as a result of that being your end goal, your end game. So write it all down. Get a little notebook, write it down clearly, your goals, and read those notes before you go to bed or first thing in the morning. And then you'll have clarity. And once you have clarity, it'll be so much easier to manifest. And be patient too. It might not happen overnight. Give it time. But you will manifest it eventually. It has to happen. It's a law. The law of assumption. It has to happen. As long as you have clarity, you do it with feeling, you imagine it correctly, you'll get it. And that's it for today's video with Manifest with Martin. Hope you enjoyed that. And subscribe if you're happy. Thank you. Bye-bye.